standing outside the door of love and mercy. You wonder if there's a place here for you. You know there's peace inside, but still you're searching for someone who understands the pain you've been through. Well, the Spirit waits with open arms. God's calling out your name. Come on in, welcome home. You are loved and you belong here now. No matter where you've been, come on in. Come on in. Come on in. You'll find a place of rest in the arms of Spirit. God's waited so long for your homecoming day. God knows the peace you need and the hurt you're feeling. God wants to hold you and to wipe your tears away. Come on in and welcome home. You are loved and you belong here now. No matter where you've been, come on in. Come on in. There is room enough in this home of love for someone just like you. Come on in, welcome home. You are loved and you belong here now. No matter where you've been, come on in, welcome home. You are loved and you belong here now. No matter where you've been, welcome home. Come on, welcome in. Welcome home. Come on, welcome in. You are loved and you belong here. You are loved and you belong here. Come on in. Aloha. We welcome you to Unity Church of Hawaii on this Memorial Day weekend, thanking everyone who has served and those who have supported those who have served. Thank you so much. God bless you. Please stand as you are able and let's take a walk with us. And I walk all night long. I walked and I walked until I saw the light. Well, I walked and I went. I just couldn't be contented. Just couldn't be contented until I saw the light. I prayed and I prayed. I prayed all night long. I prayed and I prayed until I saw the light. Well, I just couldn't be contented. I just couldn't be contented. I just couldn't be contented until I saw the light. I sang and I sang. I sang all night long. I sang and I sang. I sang all night long. I sang and I sang until I saw the light. Well, I just couldn't be contented. I just couldn't be contented. I just couldn't be contented until I saw the light. Here we go. Rock of my soul in the bosom of Abraham. Rock of my soul in the bosom of Abraham. Rock of my soul in the bosom of Abraham. Oh, rock of my soul. Come on. And I walk all night long. I walk and I walk until I saw the light. Oh Lord, I just couldn't be contented. I just couldn't be contented. I just couldn't be contented until I saw the light. One more time. I just couldn't be contented. I just couldn't be contented. I just couldn't be contented until I saw the light. You all are good sports. Thank you.
Outstanding. Hey, como mai? Welcome to Unity Church of Hawaii, where our vision, that is centered in God. We elevate global consciousness through our realization of oneness. My name is Reverend Levitt Thomas, and it is my incredible pleasure and privilege to be on the platform with you today. Unity is an all-inclusive spiritual educational movement of practical Christianity, which honors and respects every path to God. Unity also believes in 5 basic principles. Pretty good, huh? That was seamless. Where was I, though? Somebody help me out. 5 basic principles. All right, then. Concussion moment. 5 basic principles. Number 1, God is. God is the source and creator of all. There is no other enduring power. God is good, and God is present everywhere. 2, I am. We are spiritual beings created in God's image. God's life, spirit, dwells within all people. Therefore, all people are inherently good. Number 3, think it. I create my life experiences through my way of thinking. Number 4, pray it. There is power in affirmative prayer, which we believe increases our awareness of God. And the 5th basic principle, which I think is the most important, and that is do it. Do it. Knowing these spiritual principles is not enough. We must live them. We must live them. And a tool that we use in Unity is affirmations. So I think we should try one on for size this morning. Let me see. If you would be so kind as with enthusiasm to repeat after me. I am divine. I am divine. Overflowing with appreciation. I love myself and others. As I am loved. Unconditionally. Without question. And unceasingly. Breathe into that. That feels good. Now let's put that love into expression, if you would. As you are able, would you please stand and greet one another in love? Use that love and greet one another in that love, please.
Mic check.
Please remain standing as we sing our congregational song, Be Aloha. So many meanings, like saying hello and goodbye. It means how are you, and I miss you so, and I hope you feel feels so good inside. Aloha means with all my heart, all my love to you. You gotta be aloha. Aloha brings us all together. Sing aloha if you're looking for a piece of heaven. Sing aloha, reach out and lend a helping hand. You gotta be aloha, aloha, the heartbeat of this land. You gotta be aloha, aloha brings us all together. Sing aloha if you're looking for a piece of heaven. Sing aloha, reach out and lend a helping hand. You gotta be aloha, aloha, the heartbeat of this land. Aloha, the heartbeat of this land. Aloha, the heartbeat of this land.
Well, we want to welcome all of you here. I'm Reverend Tim Lytle, the Senior Minister of Unity Church of Hawaii. And if this is your first time here or first time in a long time, we want to extend a special welcome to you. Now, you may notice inside your bulletin there's a name tag. If you wish to put your name on the name tag so we all know what your name is, or maybe so you know what your name is. And there's also an aloha sticker in here. And later in the service, at the end of the service, we will be putting names of those that we are remembering today. Those who are in our memory, those people who have invested in our lives and made their transition, and we will put their names up on these boards to hold them in special light, to hold them in memory and in prayer. And I will explain that again, but we want you to know what that is in there for. We are happy to have our animal friends with us. Driftwood is with us today. And it is just so wonderful to have all of you, whether this is your first time or you've been here a long time. We love you and we send you our best. If this is your first time here or first time in a long time, we want to have the ushers, if you're willing to, at the end of this service, I would love to meet you. And if you would let the ushers bring forth the new people to come up and greet me. I want to greet everybody, but sometimes the new people hang back. And I want them to feel free to come up. So ushers, you have permission, if they're open to it, to bring up the first time or first time in a long time so that we can make that connection. We also have people who are watching us on Alelo TV, who are love streamers, people who are watching us on the YouTube channel. We have over 1,100 people who have subscribed to our YouTube channel. Why don't we all turn around and give them a shaka? We love all of you, different countries of the world, different places in Hawaii or across the United States. We love you. And if this is your first time or first time in a long time, we have ushers with kukui nut leis who would like to give you a gift. If you would please stand. If this is your first time in a long time, yes, let's give them some love. Oh, there's a lot of them. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. And as they bring you a welcome packet, you have the opportunity for a free breakfast. And if you would remain standing, if you don't mind, we would like, if you would be willing to put your information on the back of your breakfast pass, because we'd love to have the chance to follow up with you and connect with you more if we could. And there's also a purple sheet there. We want to stay in touch with you. This is a loving ohana. We want to build this connection. And in that spirit, we'd like to give you a blessing. Are you ready to receive a blessing? We have a yoga turtle right out here in the fountain. I know he's a yoga turtle because he'll often be doing things like this. And we want you to receive this blessing like, the sun just warming you up on a beautiful day. So, as we extend our hands to you, repeat after me. We bless you. We love you. We recognize who you really are. You are the love and light of God. I am so amazed when I look at you. You are the presence of God in action. And we are here to support you. We are here to help unfold you into the magnificence that you are here to display. Welcome to Unity Church of Hawaii. We love you. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, nothing can beat saying hello to our first-timers and first-timers and long-timers except with the announcements. Hold your excitement, please. Thank you. Today is Aloha Sunday. I love Aloha Sunday, and that means there is Aloha Breakfast that is free to everyone. And today Aloha Breakfast is in celebration of Jody Thomas. Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. Town Hall is happening this afternoon right here in the chapel at 1 p.m. If you want to know all the latest updates of Unity Church of Hawaii, please come on back at 1 p.m. right here in the chapel, Town Hall meeting. I believe it will be live streamed as well. Tomorrow is Memorial Day holiday, and the office will be closed in recognition of that wonderful day. Are there any people that like bylaws in the room? Outstanding. I'm so glad that you do. I know they're important, however, they don't really get me excited. And however, if they do excite you and you would like to help the bylaws committee, there's a bylaws committee being formed to update our bylaws. If you would like to read them, they're on the website. Read them up and give your bylaws committee any updates or any proposals or any recommendations. All the information is in your bulletin. And being a volunteer has great joyfulness to it. It's being of sacred service, and there is great joy in that. And we are especially looking for ushers at the 11 o'clock service. If being the greeter and the friendly face is being something that is alive in you, please call the office or send an email to the email address in your bulletin. And speaking of your bulletin, there is an insert for Four for Education. This is a campaign from Unity Worldwide Spiritual Institute. And it ensures that Unity will get to everyone who wants to get it. You can donate by going to forforeducation.org, follow the instructions, or you can go to forforunity.org and print out a donation sheet and mail in your contribution. If you want the donation sheet, they're also available down at Connection Central. Unity for Education is real important. There are many folks that want this information, want these classes, and this is a great way to help ensure that they will. Now we're so excited, let's take a deep breath. And let's unite as one for a time of prayer.
Holy words, long preserved for our walk in this world, they resound with God's own heart. Oh, let the ancient words impart. Words of life, words of hope, give us strength, help us cope in this world where'er we roam. Ancient words will guide us home. Ancient words ever true, changing me and changing you. We have come with open hearts. Oh, let the ancient words impart. Holy words of our faith, handed down to this age, came to us through sacrifice. Oh, heed the faithful words of Christ. Holy words, long preserved for our walk in this world, they resound with God's own heart. Oh, let the ancient words impart. Ancient words ever true, changing me and changing you. We have come with open hearts. Oh, let the ancient words impart. On the monitor behind us are the words, the English words that come from the Aramaic Lord's Prayer. These are powerful words filled with meaning. Let us say these words of prayer together. Father, Mother, birther and breath of all, create a space inside us and fill it with your presence. Let oneness now prevail. Your one desire then acts through ours as energy fills all forms. Give us physical and spiritual nourishment each day. Untangle the knots of error that bind us as we release others. Don't let appearances make us forgetful of the source, but free us to act appropriately. Age to age from you comes the glorious harmony of life. May these statements be fertile ground from which our future grows. Ancient words ever true, changing me and changing you. We have come with open hearts. Oh, let the ancient words impart. We have come with open hearts. Oh, let the ancient words impart. Amen, amen.
The ancient words continue to show us the way, and so do the daily words of each day. Daily Word is a publication of Silent Unity, and copies are available down in Connection Central. The Daily Word for May 28th, 2017. Today's theme is Divine Expression. Our affirmation is, I am designed to see light and love. I am designed to see light and love. Let's speak this together. I am designed to see light and love. The message continues. Ralph Waldo Emerson described prayer as the soliloquy of a beholding and jubilant soul. Divine Spirit is always inviting me to behold the love within my heart and to celebrate it. I was born with an unlimited capacity of joy and love. it is easy for me to live as a jubilant soul Emerson identified. When I pray, I acknowledge truth's expression in my being. I acknowledge the divine expression in all living things. I release any preconceived images and ideas about people and situations, and instead behold the divine in each one. From this higher viewpoint, I see goodness in all. With a gladness of heart, I embrace my civility. Pro-civility. Say that for me. Thank you. We didn't have that word in English when I grew up. To see the divine in me and around me. It's true, you know. Today's scripture is from Acts 17:28. For in him we live and move and have our being, as even some of our own poets have said. For we too are his offspring. I am designed to see light and love. Thank goodness the reading is finished.
We have here a Christ candle representing all of those people who have invested into our lives, all of the service people who have given their all, who have given their lives in service to our country, and all of those people that are a part of our lives and continue to influence our lives, who have made their transition. There's many people from our lives. There are people from this church, previous ministers. We honor all of them. And so we light this light in the knowing that they are the light and the love of God, that their light always burns brightly, that it is never extinguished. We know in unity that life never ends. We were truly never born or never die because our eternal spirit lives on. And that life that those people placed in us lives on through us as they continue to influence us. And I can feel their presence here. I can feel the presence of those loved ones with us. And they still give us their love. And I invite you into this time of meditation. If you would like to close your outer eyes or relax your gaze and get comfortable in your seats and take in and out a slow, deep breath. Father, Mother, birth and giver of us all, we know that we are never absent from your presence, and we know that our loved ones are in your presence. We know that they continue to surround us with love, with peace, and with their blessing. That we are not here to live in the shadows, but we are here to live in the light. And we express that light that they imparted to us with their ancient words of wisdom, with their love, with their investment into our lives. We know that we are the self-livingness of Spirit. We are not here to shy away. We are not here to play small. But we are here to live into our greatness and our magnificence. As we take this 18-inch journey from our head down into our hearts, we breathe into our heart space, following the movement of our breath. The Hebrew word for breath is ruach, which also means spirit, just as in the Greek it is pneuma. It is that presence of Spirit that we are breathing into our heart space, that place that Jesus described as the kingdom of heaven within us. Breathe into this sacred space and allow your heart to open. Allow your heart to be fully open, experiencing the love and the light. Jesus said, "You are the light of the world." Let us, for just a few moments, commune with that inner light in the silence. Divine presence, we hold all of our loved ones and those who have made their transition into this loving light of your presence. We know there is never any separation, even though they've made their transition from one dimension to another. There is no separation in you. We are all one. We honor their memories. We honor their place in our lives. We honor those service people who gave their lives for us. And we honor this sacred space, knowing that the sacred hula, the sacred song, the sacred words that we hear are all anointed to reach us right at the point of our need. For all of this, loving Spirit, we give thanks. And so it is. Amen, amen, amen.
Remember you long after this endless summer is gone. I'll be lonely, oh so lonely, living only to remember you. I'll remember you, your voice as soft as the warm summer breeze, your sweet laughter, mornings after, ever after, I'll remember you. To your arms someday I'll return to stay. Till then I will remember too every bright star that we made wishes upon. Love me always, promise always. Oh, you'll remember too. To your arms someday I'll return to stay. Till then I will remember too every bright star we made wishes upon. Love me always, promise always. Ooh, you'll remember too. I'll remember you. We'll remember
Thank you, Kathy and Kanoe. It's so good to have you here. What beautiful hula. Thank you. Wow. It is so good to have all of you here on this Memorial Day weekend. And we especially honor those memories that have helped to make up our lives. And the subtitle to this lesson is a Hawaiian proverb, which is, if one wants to hula, if one wants to dance the hula, they should leave all bashfulness at home. And I'll tie these things together. First of all, we want to honor all of those service people who gave of their lives. All gave some, but some gave all. And we want to remember them this Memorial Day in whatever way you remember them. In Wichita, typically, I would go with my family to the cemetery. And a number of my family members were veterans. And so we decorate the graves, and we decorate those graves in the memory of what they mean to us. Your memories are important. Do not minimize your grief. Do not minimize it. We want to give loving memory to all of those who are forever in our hearts. Some people stuff their grief. They try to act as though it's not really there. They just try to go on and pretend that life is normal. But the fact is, when someone that is close to us has made their transition, life is never quite the same again. Life is changed. Life is different. We can make it, we can grow through the experience, but life is never the same. As a psychiatric chaplain, I had 28 years of working with people in a specialized setting, of working with them in their grief. And people would tell me these horrendous things, such as, well, people told me I should be over it within 6 months. And I said, really? I mean, where is that written? The experts in grief that I have read, such as Elizabeth Kubler-Ross or Granger Westberg or other experts in grief, indicate that all of us have an individual process, and it takes as long as it takes. And actually, our grief is an aspect of our deep love for those people. Because we love them so much, there is that sense of loss, that sense of separation, even though we know in principle that we are never divided or separated from them. But we want to give honor to all of those people who have moved on. Now I want to look at this Hawaiian proverb. A'a ika hula, waiho ka hila hila ika hale. Hey. Thank you. Thank you. I didn't know I was going to get applause there. And what that means is, when one wants to dance the hula, bashfulness should be left at home. Now, I was enjoying watching Kanoe as she was doing that beautiful hula and watching the expression of her arms and her entire body and of her eyes. And it occurred to me that she was dancing with a full and open heart, that you could see it coming through her eyes and through her body. And I'm getting more and more appreciation and understanding for this sacred dance called the hula. Seeing how the heart opens and expresses fully. It's not a time to be self-conscious. It's a time where all bashfulness should be left at home. And I believe that is a very good proverb for our lives as well. Our lives are to be like this sacred dance of hula, where we live with open and full hearts, where we're not self-conscious about what are people going to think about me. Have you ever been tempted to think that way? What are people going to think of me if I do this? This is going to be outside the norm. This is going to be unusual. They've never seen somebody do it quite this way before. Yes! That's when you know you're on the right track. The way that you know you have received a vision or dream from God, and again, we're looking this month at the power of mastery, the ability to create according to our attention. The way that you know that you're listening to the presence of Spirit is if it's going to stretch you beyond your comfort zone. If everything is familiar and easy peasy and fuzzy wuzzy, that's nice, but the presence of Spirit will lead us, and we will look at this next Sunday, because next Sunday is Pentecost Sunday. We will look next Sunday at how the presence of Spirit is always blowing in a new direction. I went out, Sean took me on my first stand-up paddle lesson yesterday. And there was a pretty good wind, as it turned out yesterday. And it was a factor in the whole thing of standing up and paddling. Spirit is always blowing a new direction, and are you ready to go with that wind? Are you ready to go with that flow? Those people who invested into our lives did not want us to live life bashfully. They didn't want us to shrink and be small. They wanted us to live life full out with open hearts. 1 John chapter 4, verse 18 says this: perfect love casts out all fear. Perfect love casts out all fear. Some people think that love and hate are opposites. Actually, love and hate are two sides of the same coin. We only hate those things that we have cared deeply about and we're upset or we're hurt or angry. Actually, love and fear are the opposites. And when we love, there is no room for fear. And when we're operating from a full and open heart, there is no room for self-consciousness or self-pity because we're so focused on our vision. And that is why I want us to talk about life without limits. Life without limits. You're not meant to be confined. You're not meant to play small. You're not meant to just squeak by. I remember in middle school and in high school, there were some of us who wanted to know, and I can remember this in class, where someone would raise their hand and say, what do we need to do to just make a C? And the teacher would look at them like, are you kidding me? But they were serious. Like, yes, tell me, just what can I do to just get by? And some people live their lives that way. What can I do to just be average? How can I just fit in and be mediocre? I don't want to stand out. That would make me look different, and then people will notice me. What can I do to just get a C? How many people here want to just get by? Would you raise your hand? Got one honest taker on that. Thank you for your honesty. What I found out, I was one of those in high school who wanted to just get by. I was very bright, and I was studying things on my own. But when it came to schoolwork, I wanted to just get by. But eventually, something came up from my spirit. The Spirit of God was saying, you are born for excellence. Snap out of it. You need to excel. You are here for excellence. You are here for magnificence. You are here to express my presence. Who do you think you are to play small? Who do you think you are to just get by and be mediocre? I didn't make anything mediocre. When I created you, I said it is good, and it is very good. Now you get with it. That's how Spirit speaks to me. Sometimes in colorful language, too. I invite you into that walk of magnificence. To remember that Hawaiian proverb, if we could go back to that. When one wants to dance the hula, bashfulness should be left at home. What are you here to do? You are here to be who you really are. In unity, we know that, and this is from that second principle that Reverend Levitt talked about, we know we are the presence of God in action. There's only one power and one presence, and that is God, the good omnipotence, and therefore, each one of us are the outpicturing, the expression of that divine presence. We are the divine presence in action. There's no room for mediocrity. There actually is such a thing as sacrilege. Some people in unity think, oh, there's no such thing as sacrilege. There's no such thing as the Antichrist. There actually is. I'll tell you what Antichrist is. Antichrist is being anti to the Christ that you are. Antichrist is negating the powerful, magnificent being that you are. You don't have to create it. It's already there. We're just here to uncover it. We're just here to support it and nurture it. But it's already there. We're just surrounded with the presence of God here. And that's why it's important, I believe, to come every week to be in this loving ohana so that we can support each other, help each other to unfold that beauty, that magnificence that we are. Thanks. As I spoke last week, who we really are is this magnificence. It's not our stories, but it's this magnificence, this divine presence. So, I want to just paraphrase this proverb just a little bit. When one wants to really live, bashfulness should be left at home. When one wants to really live, bashfulness should be left at home. Live your life as that hula, as that sacred dance, with an open and full heart. When you're coming from a place of love, there's no room for fear, and nothing can defeat you. You are the presence of God in action. Mahalo. Thank you.
Mahalo for your loving light of healing. I've been suffering a very bad cold the past 2 days, and believe me, yesterday I had no voice at all, but with His loving, kind grace and your healing light, I have something this morning. But if everyone's wondering out there, who is that man singing up there on the stage? Well, in following with our Reverend's wonderful, wonderful speech, I'd like to continue with this very positive song. You ready?
Yeah.
Yes. Say yes.
Yes.
Life keeps happening every day. Say yes. When possibilities come your way, you can't stop wondering what to say. You'll never win if you never play. Say yes. Yeah, yes. Yes. Don't say why. Say why not? Why not? What lies beyond what is not. Say yes. Oh yes. 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 Yes, I can. Yes, I will. Yes, I'll take a sip. Yes, I'll touch. Yes, of course. Yes, how nice. Yes, I'll fly. Yes, I'll share. Yes, I'll happily. Thank you very much. Yes. Oh, yes. Yes. You can't look back on a chance that's lost. Say yes. The dice mean nothing but when they're tossed. The toss is usually worth the toss. The hope of summer is worth the cost. Say yes. Yes, I can. Yes, I'll be. Yes, I go. Say yes. 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 Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Kathy. And I want to thank Dan Del Negro, who is with us today. Thank you, Dan. And our band, thank you so much. Oh, it is time for our offering. Let's try that one more time. It's time for our offering. Yes. I love it. Yeah. This is a wonderful time to share all those many ways in which we are blessed in our lives. And hopefully you have been learning about the practice of tithing. Tithing is giving 10% of our income. And it's a means for us to practice a spiritual principle, the spiritual principle of energy exchange, of recycling and circulating that abundance in our lives, of gratitude. There's so many spiritual principles involved in giving and in tithing, and we want to give in gratitude. So as we place our offerings over our hearts or between our hands, repeat after me. I bless this offering in the consciousness that I circulate my abundance. I give in joy, and I give gratefully. And so it is. Amen.
Sway it, hula girl, sway it all around. Sway it side to side, then you dip way down. Hold your head up high as you reach for the sky. Then you sway side by side, hula girl. I have seen you dance a long time ago to my favorite song, so graceful and slow. Every moment you make is an artist's delight as you paint your song through your dance. Do the hula coo-ee, cha-cha-cha, slow ami eh. Glide like the birds over the coal. Oh, how you make the boys go wow, wow, wow. Girls, sway it all around, sway it side to side, then you dip way down. Hold your head up high as you reach for the sky. Then you sway side by side, hula girl. Do the hula cooey, the slow ami lele ooh for me if you please. With what you do knees could cause a tropical breeze. Sway hula girl, side by side, then you dip way down. Head up high, reach for the sky. Say bye by side, hula girl, hula girl, hula, hula girl.
Woo! Thank you.
And the band, the Unity Band.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
We give thanks to Dan, Kathy, Kanoi. Thank you so much. And as we extend our hands to this offering, we bless this offering in the consciousness, knowing it represents infinite substance, of which there is no lack or limitation, knowing we are circulating the divine abundance as our lives, going forth into this world to be the light of the world. And so it is. Amen. Thank you. And remember, we have some, I need the marker also, please. We have these aloha slips in your bulletin. You can place these on either one of these, and I am writing mine down right now. So if there are some people that are close to you that have made their transition, or however you'd like to honor them, we're going to put their names up here. So you can just come up here at the end of the service and place those lovingly. And we want to honor and pray for all of those people, and we will hold those in our consciousness throughout this week. Let's stand together and join hands as we will sing our peace song and then Aloha Oi.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
And we go to Unity in Atlanta with Pastor John. He talks about Hawaii all the time. So we figure since we're here, we definitely have to come. I would definitely do that. Yeah. He's always talking about this place. Pastor John. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to have to go back later. He's a friend of mine.
All right, I got it.
He acted like he wanted to retire, but he don't think he's going to do it.
Okay.
Glad to meet you. And I recorded as much of it as I could, taking it back to my young son, because what he said today was divine. I'm like, you need to hear that. Yeah, my birthday was yesterday. Yeah. She found y'all when she like, we're going to church. I'm like, okay, let's do that.
That's a joy. What's your last name?
Right. I put my wife's name in there because she passed 4 years ago. And I went to sit, I said, you know what? Yeah, I would definitely put her because she will definitely remember. And my younger kids got to meet her, they looked at her and started crying because she was remembrance of mine. When I saw her, like, really,
God sent you too.
Yeah, really?
God sent you too.
I'm like, God, you got to understand this is people, but I take it. Yeah.
Please come and see us, and you can watch us online.
Yeah, I got that. I'm definitely going to do that as well. So great to meet you in person. I mean, online is okay, but you can see the actual thing that God has blessed.